Once upon a time, in a lush green kingdom called Maplewood, there was a tiny wooden train named Timmy. Timmy was not an ordinary train. He was beautifully crafted by the kingdom's most skilled woodworker, who carved him out of the finest maple wood. Timmy had bright, shining eyes made of polished black stones and a cheerful smile painted on his front. Although he was small, he had a mighty spirit and an insatiable curiosity about the world beyond his little track. In Maplewood, a great legend was told about a magnificent golden apple that granted wishes. This apple was kept in a hidden place deep within the enchanted forest, protected by a wise old king named King Eldrick. King Eldrick wore a stunning golden crown that sparkled like the sun and was known for his kindness and wisdom. He ruled the kingdom fairly, and his heart was as golden as his crown point one sunny morning. As the birds chirped and the flowers danced in the gentle breeze, Timmy decided it was time for an adventure. He wanted to see the world beyond his tracks and perhaps find the legendary golden apple to grant him a wish. Oh, if only I could have just one wish, he thought to himself, his little wheels tapping against the wooden rails. Timmy set off on his journey, chugging along the path that led him out of the village and into the enchanted forest. The trees were tall and majestic, their leaves shimmering with hues of emerald and jade. Timmy marveled at the beauty around him, feeling the excitement bubbling inside. But as he ventured deeper into the forest, he began to feel a little anxious. The path became winding and twisted, and the sounds of the forest grew louder. As Timmy continued, he encountered a peculiar sight, a glowing figure standing in the middle of the path. It was a fairy named Faye, with shimmering wings that sparkled in the dappled sunlight. "Hello, little train. What brings you to the enchanted forest?" she asked with a gentle smile. Timmy puffed up his chest, feeling brave. "I'm on a quest to find the golden apple. I want to make a wish," he exclaimed. Faye clapped her tiny hands in delight. "Ah, the golden apple. It's a beautiful treasure, indeed. But it is well guarded by King Eldrick. Do you know how to find him?" Timmy shook his head. "No, but I'll find a ways." "Very well," Faye said, her voice soft like a breeze. "I can help you, but you must promise to be brave and kind during your journey. If you prove your worth, the king may grant you an audience." Timmy promised, and, with a flick of her wand, Faye sprinkled a handful of sparkling dust over him. "This will help you navigate the forest and find King Eldrick. Remember, if you ever feel lost, just think of your heart's desire, and it will guide you." Timmy thanked Faye and continued on his journey. The sparkling dust enveloped him, making him feel light and agile. As he traveled, he met many creatures of the forest: a wise old owl named Oliver, a playful squirrel named Squeaky, and a gentle deer named Daisy. Each animal shared their wisdom and helped Timmy on his quest, telling him tales of the golden apple and the kind king who guarded it. Oliver, the owl, perched on a branch above Timmy. "To find King Eldrick, you must reach the glimmering lake," he hooted. "It lies just beyond the grove of whispering willows. Follow the sound of the water, and you shall find your way." Timmy thanked Oliver and hurried along. He soon came to the grove of willows, where the trees seemed to whisper secrets to one another. The sound of trickling water beckoned him, and he followed it until he reached the glimmering lake. The water sparkled like diamonds under the sunlight, and in the center of the lake stood a small island with a magnificent castle. Suddenly, a ripple disturbed the water, and a majestic swan glided towards Timmy. "Are you seeking the king?" the swan asked in a melodious voice. "Yes, I am," Timmy replied eagerly. "How do I get to the castle?" "The path is not easy," the swan warned. "You must cross the lake, but beware of the stormy winds that may try to push you off course. Focus on your destination and keep your heart true." With determination, Timmy hopped onto a small boat that floated by the shore. As he paddled across the lake, dark clouds began to gather above, and strong winds whipped around him. Timmy remembered Faye's words and focused on the golden apple and his wish. He visualized it clearly, and with each stroke of his tiny wheels, he chanted, "I will find the king. I will find my wish." The winds howled, and waves crashed against the boat, but Timmy's heart remained steady. He closed his eyes, trusting in his vision. Suddenly, the clouds began to part, revealing a clear path to the island. Timmy opened his eyes to see the castle shining brightly before him. He had made it. As he approached the castle, the grand doors swung open, revealing a magnificent hall filled with golden light. King Eldrick sat upon a golden throne, wearing his sparkling crown and a warm smile. "Welcome, brave little train," he said, his voice deep and kind. "I have been expecting you." Timmy's heart raced with excitement. "Your Majesty, I seek the golden apple to make a wish," he declared boldly. King Eldrick chuckled softly. "A noble wish indeed. But tell me, what would you wish for, dear Timmy?" Timmy thought long and hard. He could wish for endless tracks to travel, or perhaps to be the biggest train in the kingdom. But deep down, he knew what he truly wanted. "I wish to bring joy and adventure to all the children in Maplewood," he said earnestly. The king's eyes twinkled with admiration. "A selfless wish. You have proven your worthiness. But first, you must face the guardian of the golden apple." With a wave of his hand, King Eldrick summoned a shimmering portal that glowed with magical energy. Timmy felt a mix of excitement and fear. "What is the guardian like?" "The guardian is a fierce dragon named Zephyr," the king explained. "He tests the hearts of those who seek the apple. Show him your bravery and kindness, and you will succeed." Taking a deep breath, Timmy ventured through the portal. On the other side, he found himself in a vast cave filled with glittering gems and a warm, golden light. At the center of the cave lay a magnificent golden apple on a pedestal, radiating warmth and magic. But before the apple stood Zephyr, a magnificent dragon with shimmering scales that reflected every color of the rainbow. "You wish to take the golden apple?" Zephyr boomed, his voice echoing through the cave. "But you must prove yourself worthy." Timmy stood tall, his wheels firmly on the ground. "I am ready to face any challenge you present." Zephyr smirked, his eyes narrowing. "Very well, little train. Answer me this riddle. What runs but never walks, has a mouth but never talks, and has a bed but never sleeps?" Timmy thought hard. He remembered his adventures, the flowing rivers, and the paths he had traveled. "A river," he exclaimed, his heart pounding. The dragon's eyes widened in surprise. "Correct. But that is only the first test. Now you must show your courage. Face the shadows that dwell in the darkness of this cave." With that, the cave began to tremble, and dark shadows flickered around Timmy. He could feel the fear creeping in, but he remembered the joy he wanted to bring to others. Taking a deep breath, he called out, "I am not afraid. I will shine my light to chase away the darkness." Timmy focused on the light within him, picturing the laughter of children and the adventures they could have together. Suddenly, a warm glow enveloped him, pushing the shadows away. Zephyr watched in awe as the shadows melted before Timmy's determination. "Impressive," the dragon said, a hint of respect in his voice. "You have shown courage and light. But now, for your final test, you must help someone in need." Timmy looked around and noticed a tiny rabbit trapped under a pile of rocks at the edge of the cave. Without hesitation, he rolled over and carefully pushed the rocks away, freeing the frightened rabbit. "Thank you. Thank you," the rabbit cried, hopping around Timmy in joy. Zephyr nodded, a smile spreading across his face. "You have shown true kindness and bravery. The golden apple is yours." With a flick of his tail, the dragon moved aside, revealing the golden apple shimmering on the pedestal. Timmy approached, his heart swelling with happiness. As he touched the apple, a warm light enveloped him, and he felt a surge of energy coursing through his tiny wooden body. "Make your wish, Timmy," Zephyr urged, his voice now gentle. "I wish to share the magic of adventure and joy with all the children of Maplewood." Timmy declared, in an instant. The golden apple glowed brightly, and a wave of magic surged through the cave and out into the world. Timmy felt a sense of connection to every child in the kingdom, and he knew that his wish had come true. From that day forward, Timmy was not just a tiny wooden train. He became a symbol of joy and adventure. As Timmy returned to King Eldrick, the king welcomed him back with open arms. "You have done well, brave little train." You are now the official ambassador of joy in Maplewood." Timmy beamed with pride. From that day on, he traveled through the kingdom, bringing laughter and adventure to every child he met. He shared stories of his journey, the wise king, the magical dragon, and the golden apple that granted wishes. Every child who met Timmy felt the magic of adventure in their hearts, inspiring them to dream big and seek their own journeys. And with every chug of his wheels, Timmy knew that he was making the world a brighter place, one joyful adventure at a time. As the sun set behind the hills, Timmy returned to the enchanted forest to visit his friend Faye. She fluttered her wings in excitement when she saw him. "Did you find what you were looking for, dear Timmy?"
"I did."
"And now I can share the joy of adventure with everyone," he replied, his eyes sparkling. Together, Timmy and Faye planned grand adventures, inviting all the children of Maplewood to join them on their journeys. They explored the depths of the enchanted forest, sailed across the glimmering lake, and even climbed the highest mountains in the kingdom. Timmy's tiny wooden train became a beloved icon, known to all as the train that brought joy and adventure. He held special events where children could come and ride with him, exploring the wonders of Maplewood together. One day, Timmy received a special invitation from King Eldrick. The king was hosting a grand celebration in the castle, inviting all the creatures of the kingdom to gather and celebrate the magic of adventure. Timmy felt honored and excited to be part of such a grand occasion. As the day of the celebration arrived, the castle shone brightly with lights, and laughter filled the air. Timmy arrived, welcomed by the king and all his friends from the forest. The festivities included games, music, and storytelling, with Timmy sharing tales of his adventures and the lessons he learned along the way. During the celebration, King Eldrick stood before everyone and raised his golden crown. "Today, we celebrate not just the joy of adventure, but the courage and kindness that resides in each of us. Let us remember that the greatest treasures are not gold or jewels, but the love and laughter we share with one another." Timmy's heart swelled with happiness as he looked around at all the smiling faces. He realized that his journey had brought him to something even greater than he had wished for. He had found friendship, love, and the true magic of adventure, the joy of sharing it with others. As the sun set, casting a warm golden glow over the kingdom, Timmy knew that his adventures were just beginning. With his friends by his side and the spirit of adventure in his heart, he was ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. And so, the tiny wooden train chugged on, leaving behind a trail of joy and laughter wherever he went. The legend of Timmy, the tiny wooden train, continued to inspire children throughout Maplewood, reminding them that with courage, kindness, and a sprinkle of magic, they could embark on their own adventures and create a world filled with happiness. And so, the story of Timmy and the tiny wooden train became a cherished tale, passed down from generation to generation, reminding everyone that adventure awaits those who dare to dream, and that the greatest treasures of all are the bonds of friendship and the joy of sharing adventures with others. As the stars twinkled above Maplewood that night, Timmy settled down for a well-deserved rest, knowing that tomorrow would bring new adventures and more friends to meet. And with that, the kingdom of Maplewood thrived, forever grateful for the tiny wooden train that brought them the magic of adventure and the golden light of joy.